Hi. Hi, YouTube fam. Let me adjust this a little bit so we're at a more correct height. See my Monstera plant leaf? It's so pretty. The whole thing is like this big and it makes me feel like I'm working like a fairy under the lights. Let me turn my light a little bit. How are you guys doing? Oh, that's better. This is my new backdrop for fall. How is everyone? So lovely to see you. And yeah, come hang out with me. So I have committed to this week, which is today's October 23rd, to going live every day, Monday to Friday, for 20 minutes on each platform. Actually, let me set my timer. One sec. Opening up my... Yay. Okay, great. Hi. People are slowly coming in. This is only the second time I've ever in all my 13 years of YouTubing that I've ever gone live on YouTube. So we're just starting to generate the community. And who is this live for? It's for the deep thinkers, the deep feelers. You know who you are. The ones who are aware of more subtle energies, the ones who feel a calling to spirituality, not religion, but spirituality. It can be a religion too, but not, what's the word I'm looking for? Superstition. But using spirituality as technology and as a way to connect with the divine. Welcome in. My goal with this live, my intention, both now if you're watching live and also in the future, if you're watching a recording of this, because I know a lot of y'all are not used to me going live, but this week come hang out because I will be. Anyway, my intention is to put a bubble of light around you for the duration of when we're hanging out here, and to help you feel clarity in your energy system, in your brain, to remind you to connect more with your gratitude. In fact, right now, as I'm adjusting this angle again, why don't you take a deep breath and think of something you're grateful for. Even one thing, just one thing that you're authentically grateful for. For me, it will be the fact that my lungs work. That my lungs work well, that I can breathe, that every breath I take, I can trust that my body will know how to process that air into oxygen in my bloodstream. I'm just feeling gratitude for the thing you thought of. What was yours? Feel free to put them in the chat. I would love to know what is one thing that you're grateful for. Just one thing is enough. And also let me know where you guys are coming in from. Like I said, this is new to me. And I'm just opening up the chat box. It's new to me, and so I don't know where my YouTube fam is coming in from. And let me know if you're a follower already, if you've been aware of my work already, or if you're new. And I would love to know either way. Oops, let me scoot my plant over a little bit. I learned the hard way a month or two ago that if the light bulb is touching the leaf of the plant, then it can burn it. One of my plants has a little like dark spot. I felt so bad, or one of my leaves of this plant, I felt so bad. So my intention is just hang out with you guys as I touch up my nail polish because whoo, she's chipping. Yeah. So let's hang out. Tell me, oh, let's see. Erin, hi, I've been following you for a few years. Thank you. And where are you coming in from? Let me know. I would love to. So right now I'm working on leveling up my service to the community online. Although I've been working online for many, many years, one of the things that's different between online and in person. Oh, first time here from Sweden. Hi, Karina. Nice to meet you. And thank you for coming from Sweden, the land of the beautiful people. I mean, beautiful people are everywhere, but isn't that one of those things about why the Nordic countries are so gorgeous? Because back in the day, the Vikings used to go and kidnap the beautiful women from elsewhere and bring them back home, and now they have all the beautiful babies. I've never been to the Nordic countries, but all my friends who travel there are like, the people are so gorgeous, and their facial symmetry is so amazing. So hello, I'm sure you're beautiful. Elements Illum, grateful for my friends. Yay, tuning in from Philly. Been loving your videos for years. Thanks, Elements. Hi, Philly. Philly is a cool city. it's a lot, but it's cool. I mean, I'm here in Richmond. Oh, you're in Charlotte. Charlotte's beautiful. I'm trying to think, where is, oh, I'm thinking by Savannah or Charleston. There's a beautiful huge oak tree called Angel Oak that's by Charleston, South Carolina. So Charlotte, both CH sounds. I don't know what Charlotte's like. I've passed through there a few times, but I've never been there. Karina, grateful for my freedom. Yes, same. Also, by the way, speaking of freedom and world events, how about we all just take a breath for a second and send some energy for healing and soothing and peace over to the conflict going on that we all know what's happening between Israel and Palestine, Palestine and Israel. The drama has been going on for lots and lots of time. Everyone has real reasons to be upset. And so I don't know what the solution is. I don't know enough to know. I'm not educated in politics and in the history of those peoples enough to really know or have an opinion, other than I want people to live in harmony, they're neighbors. So let's just send the energy of finding solutions and loopholes, safety, right place, right time. And sending that to you guys too, generally. Yeah, so welcome. If you guys have anything you'd like me to look into intuitively, I've never used Super Chat before. This is the first time I've even enabled it. Second live I've ever done. So feel free to ask a question that you'd like me to look into intuitively, and I'd be happy to do it and use Super Chat. And I'm just touching up my nail polish. I'm using Nailtopia, which is a brand that I really love because they're eco-friendly and their colors are really pretty, easy to use. And I find that when I do a nail polish manicure versus like going to the salon and getting them to do dips or acrylics or gel, I have to touch it up about once through the week, and each manicure lasts about a week. So it's like twice maintenance for a week. And I don't mind if my schedule is pretty open. I actually love self-care. But if I'm really busy or if I'm traveling a lot, having those indestructible salon nails are real nice, is real nice. So yeah, anyway, let's see what you guys are saying. Okay, still caught up. Grateful for your freedom. What are you grateful for? Where are you coming in for? The new people, hi. My intention here is to give you a piece of freedom, give you a piece of encouragement, a space of safety. One thing that I notice about the internet in general is that it kind of tortures us, and there are some reasons for that. When we evolved to pay attention to the danger. So if you're in a field of wildflowers, back in primitive times, as humans are still evolving into humans, before we had the safety that we do now. If you're in a field of wildflowers and the flowers are beautiful and they smell good and you can enjoy the wildflowers, but you know there's a poisonous snake walking around in there somewhere, you're not going to be so much enjoying the wildflowers. You're going to be looking for the snake because it could kill you. And so that's an extreme example, but it explains why, the reason why maybe otherwise well-intentioned news sources or social media or whatever in general that works on views for their livelihood and money and growth and sustainability of the company, that explains why they focus on the negative, on the scary, on the horror, on the crime. Because sometimes I don't really watch the news much anymore. I mean, I check in on world events, but I don't just have it going in the background ever. And I realized around when I stopped doing that years and years ago, and I've never missed anything important. You can always just go Google it or search it on the internet in whatever kind of way. I realized that what they were showing me on the news was not relevant to me. Like one time there was a really horrible story about child abuse and it got caught on camera. It was really traumatic and kind of messed up. And every news station was playing it on repeat. And I was like, why? Why do I need to know over and over and over that some woman severely abused her grandchild? Is that protecting me from anything? No, I don't know these people. I trust my family to not abuse each other. Why is this being repeated and repeated and repeated so often? And it's because It got clicks because our brains are wired to look for what's wrong, to keep us safe and to keep the people that we love safe. So don't get mad at news stations and social media and whatever for focusing on the negative. Know that they're really working with people's nervous systems, and everyone's got to pay for dinner. You know, everyone's got to feed their families. So it's not their fault. They're just moving with what happens to work. It's up to us to choose to, as one of my friends who creates music says, curate our input and to zone in to things that, yes, keep us informed, but then once we're informed, that make us better pieces of the community. Elements Loom, thank you for the moment to settle in and send the energy of solutions and right place, right time. Yeah, absolutely. And also I'm sending that energy to you guys. May you be in the right place at the right time. That's a wonderful affirmation that works really well, is I'm always in the right place at the right time doing the right thing, or I'm always in the perfect place at the perfect time doing the perfect thing. And it's easy to forget that we're all these little pieces of a much larger thing. We're all one cell in the body of Earth, and she's a conscious being. We know this. She's alive. She's not just a rock floating in the sky. And so we can't always see everything. And if you're spiritual, you know that you're a piece of the greater presence of God, or whatever you call it, source, divine intelligence, that reaches out way farther than Earth, out into the universe, that is the entire universe. So all we can do is find our internal space of resonance and do our best to move in harmony and do our best to not create problems and to find solutions. And I'm sure that if you're resonating with what I say on here at all, it's because you're a helper. You're probably a healer. You're probably sensitive. You probably feel a lot, feel deeply, think deeply. That's my people, the ones who we feel deep, we think deep, we want to help, we want to have solutions, we see where the world is wrong, we want to help with it. And the question is, what do we actually do? And the answer is, don't know yet. But I do believe that each of us has a specific wheelhouse of skills that we might not need to use all the time. Maybe your time hasn't come yet. Maybe you're still preparing. Maybe you're still building up your talents so that when your time does come, you'll be ready and prepared. And so I encourage you today, should you choose to take a moment and think about what you're good at, think about what your gifts and skills are, and just hone them for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes. If you're a musician with magic in your voice, sing a song or two today, or play a song or two, even just 2 songs, 6.5, 7 minutes will shift your vibe. Also encouraging you to allow the energy I'm sending out, if you want to, only for your best good, and if you don't want to, you don't have to let it in. But I am sending intention to surround you in protection, surround you in peace, surround you in clarity, to put a bubble of light around you. Also one that magnetizes you to your best experience and the best people to meet, and that gives you an invisibility cloak to things that you don't need to see and things that you don't need to catch, like receive. Anybody who's supposed to meet you today, may you be just shining like a star, just blinging, 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 and super obvious and super bright. And anybody who doesn't need to see you, I'm gonna adjust this camera again, it's gonna be shaky for a second, sorry guys. I just wanna make sure it's not touching the table, so I'm keep shaking it. Anything that would dim your light, or anything that would make you less, or have your confidence take a hit, or your self-love take a hit, any of that energy, may you just be cloaked so the eyes just glide right across and they don't even notice you. Wishing that on you. I'm more in favor of building what we want than dismantling what we don't, because what doesn't work is going to fall apart. There's no getting around it. That's the way of the world. And we are in late stage capitalism, which means it's coming to a halt. So it's up to us to decide, where are we going to go? What are we going to do? What's the new version of what we're creating in this world on a personal level? Because I mean, I would love to know everything about everything, but I don't. I don't know how to install plumbing. I would love to. Actually, I would love to learn that. And when I'm living in eco-villages full of hand-built houses that we all make together, I plan on learning that. But right now, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to lay a road. But I do know how to help heal people's minds. I do know how to help heal people's hearts. I do know how to do energy work to protect people. And so that's what I'm doing here with you guys. And that's what my goal is here with you guys. Let me see what you're saying. Oh, question. Yes, please send the questions in. Question 4, intuitively, do you see or feel what I could do to help heal my physical body? It's giving me symptoms of autoimmune issues. Yes, well, a couple things. A, autoimmune, your system is overloaded, and it's your body telling you, hey, chill out, it's too much. So what kind of foods are you eating right now? Is it inflammatory stuff, or is it stuff that can soothe you out? I would start off each day with a cup of warm water. I mean, that goes for everybody. That's a longevity and skin and digestion healing tip, but it helps. Just first thing in the morning, you don't have to put anything in it. You don't have to put lemon in, tea in, salt in, nothing. Just heat up water to about tea heat so you can drink it, but it's warm. It feels warm in your mouth. And drink a whole cup of water, and it will go and help plump up your body in a good way, like plump up your cells, like help inspire your body to be hydrated after a night of fasting. And anytime you eat anything, I would reassure your body just mentally that, hey, I'm about to nourish you, accept this food, it's okay. If you give me a little bit more details about what the autoimmune symptoms are presenting as, I'd be happy to get a little bit more specific, but also affirm things like my world loves me, I live in a safe world. Also, maybe look around your environment at things that may be triggering you, places that may be making you feel unsafe, friends or family or relationships in general that may be making you feel a little less safe, a little less loved, and cut it out. Or, I mean, I'm not saying to, estrange yourself, but minimize time with things that sap your energy. So before you're going to go into a new situation for the day, it could be having lunch with a friend or whatever, take note of where your energy is, take note of where your mood is, of how your body feels, of how your energy levels feel. And then after you're done, take a note of how your mood is, how your body feels, and how your energy levels feel. And notice where you're neutral, where you feel the same, coming and going, who's boosting your energy, who's lighting you up, and who's draining your energy. And that can be a really hard thing to acknowledge, at least for me, because I've definitely been in situations where I truly loved people. And I'm not even talking romantic, I'm talking friends. And I realized, oh, this is a straight up tax on my chi to spend time with this person, to spend time communicating with this person. I come out not as good as I went in. And start acting accordingly. It's not your problem to make people feel good if they're taking from you, especially if they're adults. It's one thing if you're responsible for kids, that's different. But if we're just talking social, you can minimize time. Start to notice first. That's the key. Also, I'm offering a course. The enrollment is open now with a kick-ass early bird sale until the end of the month. Until November 1st is when the sale goes away. And the class is a wellness level up. So we're gonna do 6 weeks to help support you through the holiday season. I know a lot of you guys are helpers. A lot of you guys are people who everyone leans on. So this course is made for the deep feelers, the deep thinkers, the ones who are sensitive but also strong, to come and be supported by a community so you don't have to do it all yourself. So each class will have once a week for an hour, between an hour and 2, depending on how many people come to class and what we talk about. And each week has a different focus. Each week has different meditations you listen to when you wake up first thing, different practices to try, different recipes to try. And this course is not made to take your time or energy. It's made to give you more time, more energy, more lucidity, more joy, gratitude, so that you will have a better holiday season, and also everyone around you will have a better holiday season because of the light that you bring. So this is going to fill you up with light, fill you up with wellness, and then you can go and disseminate that to your community. If you want to find it and enroll for it, it's on my website, which is karismolina.com. So yeah, go enroll. Any of my socials, you can find the link. Let's see. Looking at the chat here, sending light and peaceful energy from Europe. Thank you, Eliana. Oh, what a lovely name too. Where in Europe are you? I love Europe. I've never been, but there's so much magic over there, and I have lots of friends who live there, so that's cool. Okay, Erin, muscle aches and vision coming and going. Yeah, definitely autoimmune. So vision, how do you feel about the world you're looking at? There's a Louise Hay quote for eyes. It's an affirmation to say to help heal your eyes if you're having eye stuff. And it's, I create a world I love to look at. I create a world I love to look at. I create a world I love to look at. And as far as muscle aches, try stretching. When you wake up in the morning, when you go to bed at night. There's a cool YouTuber who does a ton of yoga videos. And oh, by the way, my wellness class is also gonna have some workouts in it to ease your system and also to like let that body be even better when we come out. Usually the holiday season does not do that to us. Anyways, her name is Yoga with Adriene. I do not know her. We've never met. She's just a great creator. And I know a lot of people really love her stuff. It's very gentle. I mean, I'm sure she has different levels of mastery in there, but it's pretty gentle, some of them. And just stretch your muscles. If you're having muscle aches, just like use them. I'm curious if you're using your body. One of the things I noticed, my alarm's about to go off, by the way, too, so if you guys see me pause, it's because the alarm's going off. One of the things I notice if I haven't been working out in a while is that I'll start to get pain in my body. I'll start to get sciatic pain, joint pain. It's because our bodies aren't meant to sit still. And right now we live in a culture where we're mostly sitting still all the time. So you have to use your body. You have to use your body and show your body that it should activate, that it should pump blood through your muscles, that it should pump lymph through your body. And you have to move. And we don't naturally move now like we evolved to. So please move, please stretch. Do something that works. Okay, Eliana, digestive issues, dizziness. Same thing, cup of water in the morning. Notice what you're eating, inflammatory foods or non-inflammatory foods. Maybe you should try an alkaline diet for a little bit. There are so many recipes for free you can get online. Yeah, and if you'd like to book a reading, you can feel free to go over to my website and do that. Or join my Patreon, which is kind of newish thing that I'm doing, but it's to create a space that you can go to on the internet that always gives to you, that doesn't take from you, that doesn't traumatize you, that doesn't shock you, that doesn't torture you, like so much on these little devices can do, but where you know you can go to chill, you know you can go to activate and be inspired and be connected with helpful, loving community. Yes, Patreon. Hi, Lynn. Lovely to see you. Eliana, you're from Germany and also half Italian. Cool. Good food. All right, guys. Sending you so much love. I'm going to go over and do lives on Instagram and TikTok now. So come join me over there. Lynn, come over there and ask me your question over there because I'm doing 20 minutes-ish each day this week, Monday to Friday. So I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out with me. Sending you so much love. I hope this was a moment of peace and calm and support for your day. And how about we just set an intention right now that this day be great for you? That you welcome in blessings from the universe, that you welcome in lovely surprises, that you welcome in solutions to maybe problems you didn't even know had solutions, sending you lots of loophole lubrication energy to like get through all the sticky spots and help you to thrive more. All right, love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Bye. See you tomorrow.